Coach Tara Woodruff, the helpful entrepreneur, coming to you this lovely, gosh, what day is it? It's Friday! This Friday afternoon in Holiday, Florida, in my home office. That's where I'm coming to you from. Super beautiful, absolute. This is what I call September weather in New York. And it is unbelievable, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited about it. I just sat outside, did some yard work in the front, and yesterday I got to mow the lawn and I didn't even sweat. What? It's freaking awesome. Anyway, my video today is I just was reading an article by Entrepreneur magazine. I subscribe to their newsletter. I suggest you do too, because it's chock full of awesomeness. And the article that really struck me today was 3 life-changing habits of high performers. So I'm going to tell you what it says, okay? Number 1, say no to distraction every single time. And they wrote it like that. Successful people make better use of their time because they are disciplined goal setters. I'm referring to those high performers who experience no downtime. Sure, there are vacations and time spent with the family, but that comes after the success has been achieved. Successful people have that same list of tasks to accomplish as anyone else, but the difference is they make time to get them all done with no excuses. They may not enjoy it, but that it is irrelevant. Okay, they may not enjoy it, but that is irrelevant. What matters is getting it done. They are disciplined in planning their work and sticking to their plan. That relates to money as well. Successful people do not buy gadgets and toys until their money has made the money for them. Poor people buy their gadgets and toys with their earned money, not investment money. So that's a huge thing. Say no to distraction every single time. Set your goals and make a plan and set your priorities and make it straight. If you need to set aside, an hour a day just to do absolutely nothing productive, then do it. But don't let it come before you get your things done. I was on a hangout yesterday with Gregory Napier. No, I can't say his name. He won't be mad. I know he won't. And he was saying that he writes a to-do list, but his to-do list doesn't say to-do. It's his done list. So it's just a matter of it being done. All he's got to do is manifest the end result, manifest the done part. And that's it. To do could be something that will weigh you down. The whole idea of the to-do list kind of makes you think, I have so much to do. And when you change the name of it to my done list, you've done so much. And it immediately lifts off all that stuff that would make maybe you procrastinate about it. Okay? So say no to distractions every single time. I don't care what it is. Don't allow it to distract you. I'm talking about the nonsense. I'm talking about TV. Yesterday I was talking about whether or not you're going to listen to Lil Wayne in the car, or if you're going to listen to CDs from Cedric Harris. The Lil Wayne would be a distraction. Let it be your productive time. Let that time that you're in your car stuck in traffic be productive. It'll feel so much better in the long run. To sacrifice a little bit right now today for what's coming to you. I mean, when I was younger, I planned on being retired by 40. I'm 42 right now, and I'm not retired. Not even by a long shot. But I understand the mistakes that I made and I've learned from them. And I'm working towards it. And I will be retired a hell of a lot faster than I would have been if I stayed at my job. A lot faster than, like my mom, she just stopped working. She just turned 70. 69 years old. So, she's working on the internet though, so she's still not done. Okay, number 2, read something new every day. Successful people read constantly. Find mentors who can teach them and value new information that they can help push them forward. Whatever field you're in, you have to learn before you earn. Learning your product, customers, competition, and then keep learning. I used to go to beauty school, and one of the things that differentiated the beauty school graduate that ended up at the Great Cuts, or the one that ended up at the high-end salon in a really fancy part of town where people were paying $200, $300 for a haircut and $500 for a color. The difference between those two people, even though they graduate the same school and got the same certificate and probably had the same amount of skills and talent, the difference was the drive. The people that end up at The high-end salons were the ones that were willing to apprentice for 5 years, sweeping up hair and washing hair and blow drying hair and doing all those things none of us want to do. And they were willing to do that. They were willing to pay their dues so that they could have the position of actually coming into work and having, a full day, having people on a waiting list, having, being able to call the highest dollar for your services. And those people are also at every single expo, every single hair show. They're also at every single extra class they could take. They go ahead and take their Bumble and Bumble razor cut class, and they extend themselves. The people that end up at Great Cuts or Sam's, they're the ones that graduated, and that was it. They thought that was all they needed to know. And even though they may be very talented and excellent stylists and hair cutters and colorists, they'll never be able to call the money in. They'll never be able to attract the clientele that they want. They're going to have to settle for that $40 perm and that $10 haircut because they won't do the rest. They won't continue to learn. Okay? So that's very important. Number 3, flaunt your failures like a champ. Fail as many times as you can. Everyone fails. It's a part of life. Too many people take failure as a sign it's time for them to give up. Those people don't get very far. What sets successful people apart is the ability to get up and give it another go with a better plan for how to be successful on the next time around. If you want to embrace the habits of successful people, you've got to make the changes within yourself first. So fail like a champion. And when you fail and you learn from it, tell the world about it. Because somebody else out there is struggling with the same thing that you just overcame. And your advice or your story might be the very thing that will help them overcome that failure and turn it into a success. Ellie says there's no mistakes, there's only opportunities. Take that opportunity from the mistake. I made a pretty scandalous video yesterday. I haven't even published it, and I'm not sure if I'm going to yet. But what I was talking about in that video was that I learned something very important, and then when I saw someone else doing it, I tried to help them. And when I expressed my experience to them, they couldn't be helped. They just are not there yet. But later on down the road, they're going to be able to remember when I tried to say something, and they're going to learn from it, and they're going to show their true value. And just like with me, when I make a mistake, that's why I'm not publishing it, because I'm not sure if it'd be a mistake for me to publish it. I don't want to alienate people or make them feel bad, and I don't want anyone to be turned off by me. Granted, I'm going to attract the kind of people that want to be attracted to me and that I want to attract, but that doesn't mean that I got to turn people off either. I do a couple curse words, and I'm pretty harsh. It's pretty harsh. So what's my mistake there? Sometimes opening my mouth too soon can be a mistake. I remember when I was with Visalis, my feeling about recruiting was so intense and so tight that I got very possessive of people that I enrolled, and I got very angry when people didn't show up at my calls or didn't participate in the team group I got upset, and it used to shine right through no matter what, whether I posted about it or not. And I learned a really valuable lesson that when I let go of that, when I allow other people to be responsible for their production, when I allow other people to be responsible for their priority setting, more people were attracted to me. I didn't need to browbeat anybody. And I learned that lesson. It was a hard lesson to learn because I've been at this for a while and haven't seen the great success that other people that have been in it less time than me have. And that's one of the reasons. I would get really uptight. I needed the money too much. I needed the recruitments too much, and I needed people to take my direction too much. Now, it's totally different. I don't need the money. I don't need to recruit you. If you're not for me, then we're not for each other, and that's fine. You understand? And with that relaxation in my business and my posture, I get messages from people that I didn't even know were interested in what I was doing, joining my businesses. Where I didn't even know, where I really go look at my back and go, what? Woohoo! Life is so much better when you let go of that stuff. So when you learn from something like I did, don't be anxious and uptight, and don't stalk your people, and don't be mean, and don't browbeat people, and don't make them feel like that they're not dedicated to themselves just because they won't show up at one of your things. Just relax. It's okay. People are responsible for their own production. And so, flaunt your failures like a champ comes right into that. That was something that I learned. Okay? I've got a lot of failures, and I got a lot more to come. And I'm super excited about it because I've gotten so good at turning my failures into opportunity, turning my failures into experience that I can actually use in the future, and that I can actually express myself and understand. You know, we run across things in our lives that are supposed to teach us lessons. Okay? And if you don't learn the lessons that they teach you, you're just not going to progress. So embrace your failures, look for the lesson, and be happy about it. Nothing is to be regretted. You have no reason to regret. Okay? So this article is super awesome. I'm going to put the link to it. And also put the points, you know, say no to distraction every single time. I love that. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please visit my website. It's CoachTaraWoodruff.com. And, you know, take a look around, poke around, read my articles, and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, share, comment, all that stuff. Just show me the love, because that's what I'm here for. I love to be loved. Alright, this is Coach Tara Woodruff, the Helpful Entrepreneur. And I'm coming to you out of Holiday, Florida. And I love you all. Bye.